जीसस जी हमारी धरती पे पधारते हुए, कमिंग सून टू योर नियरेस्ट चर्च। क्या है ये? क्या है? वाई? वाई? इतने कपड़े तो ना मैं पहनती हूँ ना मैं यूज़ करती हूँ जितने मैं हर वीक धो रही होती हूँ। सो आई एम स्टार्टिंग द व्लॉग विथ फ्रस्ट्रेशन। पहले तो इतनी मुश्किल से मैंने इन कपड़ों को धोया एंड अब फिर इन कपड़ों को मुझे फोल्ड करना है, फिर सबको अंदर रखना है। और अगर बैकग्राउंड में बच्चों के चिल्लाने की आवाज़ आ रही है तो आई जस्ट वॉन्ट टू से कि मेरा विंडो भी बंद है एंड दे आर स्टिल स्क्रीमिंग एंड मुझे यही आवाज़ आती है फॉर एटलीस्ट 8 to 10 hours ऑफ माई डे। इट्स ऑल्सो 4:30 in the evening, आफ्टरनून, whatever you consider it. एंड अब जाके मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं बैठी हूँ अपने चेयर पे। सुबह से आई बिन इन द किचन, आई मेड ब्रेकफास्ट एंड इमीडिएटली आई मेड लंच। फिर उसके बाद थोड़ी सी लॉन्ड्री की बिकॉज अपेरेंटली लॉन्ड्री तो कभी ख़त्म ही नहीं होती है। फिर उसके बाद मैं नहाने गई और मैं अभी जस्ट नहा के आई हूँ। सो या, नॉट अ वेरी ग्रेट डे, इट्स टू हेक्टिक, आई एम टू टायर्ड एंड अब मुझे मन ही नहीं कर रहा कुछ भी प्रोडक्टिव करने का बिकॉज आई एम वेरी टायर्ड। I just realized that I've not shot anything for today's footage, and part of the reason is because I have been so busy today, mostly again in housework. I feel like that is how Sundays look for me. And right now it's 1:06 a.m. and I am so exhausted. I just sat down, I think, somewhere around 11, and I just spent 2 hours watching YouTube and winding down and feeling more relaxed because oh my god, I feel like I did non-stop housework today. My sister is really sick, so she's not doing any housework right now, which is why I feel like the entire load is on me. So I was taking care of her, getting all the meds for her, and then एक और disaster हो गया था. Like I got 3 milk packets from Zepto today, and उसकी expiry although कल की थी, but the moment I boiled it, वो पूरा फट गया एंड आई थॉट मैं उसका पनीर बना लूँ बिकॉज आई एम सच अ होमी पर्सन और वट एवर द टर्म इज़ फॉर दैट। बट या मैं यूजली पनीर बना लेती हूँ अगर दूध फट जाता है तो। बट उसका मैंने जो पनीर बनाया वो इतना गंदा सा बना था एंड उसकी स्मेल भी बहुत वियर्ड थी एंड आई टेस्टेड इट अ लिटिल बिट एंड आई इमीडिएटली थ्रू अप। उसमें मेरा इतना टाइम चला गया एंड इट वाज जस्ट everything felt like a disaster today because nothing was working out. सब कुछ लग रहा था जैसे गलत ही हो रहा है and nothing is happening how I want it to, and it also felt like कि never ending work है. I'm just doing and मैं सोच रही हूँ कि ठीक है, this is the last thing, I'm gonna go sit down and something new comes up again. But on the other hand, I hope my sister feels better today, and it's also Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Um, Tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm going to talk about a Christmas tradition that my house used to have. It's a really fun tradition, and I want to know if anyone else also had similar traditions at their place. I can't believe the start of the vlog in itself is just me being frustrated and being tired. I hope rest of the week is not like this. Today, that is Monday, I also plan to go out for Christmas and see what the vibe outside is. But it all depends on whether my sister feels better or not because I don't think anyone else here is available with whom I can go out with. So, yeah, I hope so that she gets better and I'm able to go out and experience Christmas because I'm yet to see what Christmas looks like here. It also reminds me that the beginning of this year I had planned that during this week I would be going to Goa. I know it's not the best idea because it's very overpriced and very crowded there right now, but you know, just for once in your life you should go and experience what the hype is about in Goa for this time. Like, I've been to Goa twice, but I don't think I've seen that party and everything that Goa is famous for. So I had planned that, but things changed very quickly. The people with whom I had to go were not available. Also, I had some other things that came up as well, so I couldn't do my bookings on time, and all of that happened. So, yeah, once again, another failed Goa plan. You know, Goa is just one of those places that people say that it never makes out of the group chat, but I hope one day I'm able to make it out of the group chat. In fact, there was no group chat. I was just planning to go with one friend. But yeah, it's just not meant to happen. Goa is like a cursed place. So hopefully next year. You never know. Also, the weather outside is so confusing right now. Like, when I woke up in the morning, it was so cold that I had to wear a jacket. And then when I was cooking my lunch, then got so hot because the sun outside was so strong today that I had to take off my jacket and I was almost sweating. And then suddenly, after like 6 or 7 p.m., when the sun had set, इतनी ठंड लगने लगी, like I started to shiver, so I had to put my hoodie back again. And I just don't understand, this is the reason why people are getting so sick. अभी बहुत लोग बीमार पड़ रहे हैं. And yeah, I think that's the reason, because you just cannot decide if you want to wear a jacket right now or not. Man, today's the 25th and it's Christmas Day. And today I have planned to go to Church Street and see a church where they celebrate Christmas. I've not yet decided which church to go to. I still have to research that. And you know what? I think I'll be doing that while I'm in the metro because that's how I do things. Last night I had also mentioned about a Christmas tradition that has been in my family for a while. So growing up, I was made to believe that Santa Claus is real, like every child is made to. Like outside India, you see that people have their Christmas trees and keep their presents below it. वो नहीं होता था मेरे घर पे. What used to happen was whenever I would wake up on Christmas morning, मेरे पिलो के नीचे there would be different things kept. कभी वो chocolates होते थे, कभी वो chips होते थे, something or the other. Always used to be there. And जैसे जैसे I grew up, वो gifts change होते गए, they got more mature, and whatever I wanted, basically, I would find it under my pillow at Christmas. So I would wait every year for Christmas to come. And I think I believed that Santa Claus was real for like the longest time. I must have been 10 or 11 years old जब तक मैंने ये चीज़ believe किया कि Santa Claus was real. Every year I would get so excited that I would get a gift under my pillow. So one time I remember that I must have been around 12, 13 or something. I had started to think, Santa Claus can't really be real. So usually my bedtime used to be around 9 or 10 p.m. in the night. So that night I stayed up till like 12 awake because I wanted to see when Santa Claus comes in and keeps the gifts under my pillow, because I had no idea ever कि वो कब आते हैं रात में and when do they get the time to keep it under my pillow and how do I not wake up when that happens. So that night I stayed up till 12 and कोई नहीं आया. Although I do remember very distinctly कि मुझे कहीं ना कहीं बैकग्राउंड से आउटसाइड द हाउस आवाज़ आ रही थी जिंगल बेल्स की, एंड आई वाज सो फ्रीक्ड आउट बिकॉज आई had really again started to believe you know what, Santa Claus might be real. So yeah, unfortunately I could not catch him that time, and then I woke up in the morning and again gifts mere pillow ke niche the. Another funny thing is that my parents till date do not admit that they were the ones who kept the gifts under my pillow. They keep denying it till date, and that is so funny to me because obviously now I know that Santa Claus is not real, it was always them, but they just can't admit it. आज भी सुबह हुआ कि माई मॉम कॉल्ड मी एंड शी वाज लाइक कि Santa Claus ने ऑलरेडी तुम्हें एडवांस में गिफ्ट्स दे दिए इस बार बिकॉज you bought so many things this month and all. वो Santa Claus ने तुम्हारे माइंड में भरा है that you needed to buy all of this and all. I'm like, then how is it a gift if I'm buying it for myself? But she was still like, Santa was the one who gave it all to you. So that's really funny. And I would love to keep this tradition, going forward with my kids. And yeah, it's cute and funny. Every time I would ask my parents कि आप ही रखते हो ना, आप ही रखते हो, अब तो बोल दो, अब तो I'm old enough. But they would not agree to it. They would always say something like कि you keep moving. Because thing is, मेरे को ये बहुत लेट तक गिफ्ट्स मिला. I think लास्ट 5-6 साल से ही मेरे को गिफ्ट्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं. एंड उसका रीज़न ये है कि मैं कभी कॉलेज में रहती हूँ या फिर मैं कभी वेकेशन पे घर आती हूँ, लेट आती हूँ, whatever द रीज़न इज़, और आई एम इन बैंगलोर, तो मेरे को नहीं मिल रहा है. सो माई पेरेंट्स आर लाइक कि तुम तो घूमती रहती हो, तुम्हारे आधार कार्ड में एड्रेस अपडेटेड नहीं है, तो Santa gets lost, he doesn't know where to deliver. Such stupid reasons. So yeah, I've been receiving gifts up until like second year of my college, and they just can't admit कि वो ही रखते हैं मेरे पिलो के नीचे gifts. So this was a Christmas story that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if something like that you guys also experienced, and Christmas कितना celebrate करते हैं सबके घर पे. But मेरे घर पे भी कोई celebration नहीं होता था, बस this was the only part that I would look forward to. And in the recent years मुझे आदत इतनी ज़्यादा हो गई गिफ्ट लेने की from Santa that I would wake up and I would always check under my pillow. And I would be disappointed कि इस साल कुछ नहीं मेरे पिलो के अंदर. And then I'd ask my mom कि Santa ने क्यों नहीं रखा इस बार, and she'd again give me some reason. And yeah, इतनी आदत लग गई है that I get disappointed now when I don't find anything under my pillow. But yeah, high time to admit that I'm an adult now. Nobody's gonna give me gifts. Hello, beautiful people. Look at me all glammed up and ready to go to Church Street. So I ended up going alone because my sister was not feeling any better. In fact, she only got worse. But look at this. The street was looking so pretty. It was very decorated, and the camera is not doing much of a justice to that. But I walked around and then I discovered a place where there was this live music happening. So enjoy.
after I had walked around for a little bit and was slightly tired, I came to the Samsung Opera House. This is the outside campus of it, and it looks so pretty, especially these lanterns. I think they are one of the best Christmas decorations that you can have. And you can see it's a little bit crowded, and people were trying to take a lot of selfies. And I also tried to take selfies, but they did not turn out very great. I think that was mostly because of the contrast in background and some lighting issues. But yeah, this is the entrance of the Samsung Opera House. It looked very grand, and outside they also had a Christmas tree, but there was a huge line of people taking pictures. So I tried to take a few selfies, but not that great. Now this is the coffee place that I finally ended up going to.
So I finally decided to settle for coffee and some tiramisu. So after roaming around Church Street for approximately an hour and a half, I guess, I got very tired. And to be very honest, it's so crowded right now that it doesn't even feel like it's very much worth it to come here. So people, this is just a note for the future. If you ever plan to come to Church Street for Christmas or New Year's, you don't really need to go to your nearest mall or some shopping place or whatever, but don't travel like 20 kilometers just to come to Church Street. I feel like everyone here came with the expectation that there was going to be something very Christmassy happening here, but nothing really is happening here. Everything is just very crowded. You barely can walk here, and yeah, it's not very fun. And I think there was just one live performance happening in a corner somewhere, but yeah, literally 50 people were just there, and all in all, I don't think it was worth the travel, but again, I had to experience it once. Every place is so crowded, like it was so difficult to find like a coffee place to come and sit down and also order some coffee, because I saw Third Wave, I saw Chai Point, I saw Starbucks. Every place was so crowded. Then I came to Mateo Coffee. I've heard it's a good place. So this was the only place which, despite being very full, it was also pretty spacious, so it did not feel like it was too crowded. So yeah, all in all, I think it's an experience, but you don't really need to come to Church Street to experience Christmas. I had also thought that I would probably go to a church and all, but since I'm alone, I didn't find the courage to walk all the way, because I think I had to walk somewhere around 1.5 kilometers to the nearest church. So I was not really in the mood to do that. So I've just settled for some coffee and tiramisu, and let's see how it is.
But oh my god, the tiramisu and mocha not only look good, they were also quite delicious. But look at me, being all shy, trying to eat, film, and also react to what it was like. Getting out of your comfort zone is hard, man. But yeah, if you happen to be on Church Street, I would definitely recommend going to Mateo Coffee. It's really good.
So I'm back at the metro station and I am leaving now. All in all, it was fun. I think the best part and the highlight was going and having coffee. But मैं किसी शॉप में नहीं घुसी, मैंने कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा नहीं किया because इतनी भीड़ थी, मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा था. But yeah, all in all, ठीक था. But yes, you can avoid it if you can. New Year's पे भी I think same ही हालत होगी. So I think I would go to Phoenix. That's the closest mall to me. And वो decorated भी I saw like metro में जब आ रही थी कि काफ़ी बड़ा सा Christmas tree लगा है वहाँ पे. So yeah, I think I'll go to Phoenix only. My metro is also here, so I'll get going. It's been a couple of days since Christmas and I realized that I have not filmed anything. So then I thought I'd just quickly sit down and recap how 2023 has been as a year for me. Quite a roller coaster, I must say. I mean, there were lots of ups and definitely lots of downs this year. Had some huge life decisions that I took this year, and I wouldn't say that all of them were great, but I'm overall like okay with what has happened in 2023. Made a few friends, lost a few friends. Life goes on. That is something which happens to everyone. It was also a very different year than other years because I feel like we're reaching that age where so many people are settling down and moving out of India or doing masters or doing something with their life, which are like major events. And seeing everyone around myself do all of that was a little overwhelming, but I think I managed to stay as stable as I possibly could be. This was also probably the first year when I realized that I'm actually a proper grown-up now, especially being the youngest sibling of the house. It doesn't really always hit you that you are growing up so fast because everyone at home really treats you like a child, but the world around yourself has started to show you that you're an adult now, you're supposed to make adult choices, you are responsible for your future and stuff like that, which is a little intimidating. And it properly hit me this year that, you know what, I'm making big choices and I am accountable for them. No one else is. No more can I sit and be like, you know what, my parents are going to make decisions for me or my sister is going to make decisions for me. It's going to be me who has to make those decisions. And it was very, very, very hard for me to do some of that. Like, I still can't believe I'm processing that I'm 24 and I'm soon to turn 25 in a couple of months. So time is definitely flying, but it was also one of those years where I did not keep a track of the months as they went by. Like, usually I have some kind of an idea that every 2-3 months I keep a check-in that, oh my god, it's already been March, oh my god, it's already been August, stuff like that. But this year I think I have no realization of when it was January and when December came. I think it was only in this week that it hit me that 2023 is ending and I don't really know what's happening, but it's okay. I think if you are also feeling the same way, that you didn't achieve a lot, or maybe this was not the best year for you, it was not for a lot of people, and that is okay. The way I think is that anytime you feel that you did not do much or life was bad or anything like that, remember it could have been worse, because that really happens to me. Whenever I'm like, this is the worst that can happen to me, something worse happens. And I don't know how I managed to do that, but it always happens. This year I also realized that I've become too much of an introvert. Like, I usually call myself an ambivert. In some situations I really thrive, and in some I really don't care much about socializing. But this year I put minimal effort into getting to know other people and socializing or getting out of my comfort zone, which I do not like. Usually I'm always doing something to move forward, but this year I felt like I tried doing that, but I was not really very happy about how it was going. So for 2024, I am hoping that I'm able to do something different, get out of my comfort zone, pursue my hobbies like I'm doing right now, get around, meet new people with similar interests and minds, and, you know, just try to live a little more. I don't know about traveling, but I would definitely like to go to some of the places that have been on my bucket list for a very long time. This also reminds me of a tradition that I've had for a very long time. So like the start of every year, in January only, I update my WhatsApp status. So currently it is 2024 is going to be my year, and as soon as 2024 January comes, I will change it to 2025 is going to be my year. So this has been a running joke for quite a long time. Lots of people I know have laughed and commented on it, but for the first time I'm thinking of breaking this tradition. I think I have had it for around 4 to 5 years, but I have been thinking about changing this tradition a bit. My gut tells me that 2024 is actually going to be an important year for me, so I've been manifesting it for the entirety of 2023. Why not manifest it for 2024 as well? And yeah, hopefully something good comes out of it, because it's been a long time since I've had something really good happen to me. See, I'm not much of a believer in manifestation and all that, but when it comes to stuff like this where I really, really want something, I feel like there's no harm in actually believing it. I can't believe I'm going to be turning 25 next year. My 15-year-old self can't even imagine what it's like, because I've always dreamed of being this age, because I used to think that people who are in their 20s are just living their life and they have everything that they want, but turns out it's not how the teenagers see it. And I don't really think my 15-year-old self would be very happy with the kind of life that I'm living right now. So I feel like I need to make her proud about being 25 and do something for her. She had big goals and she was a lot into her hobbies. I also have the same hobbies, but I just stopped pursuing them. So I think I owe my 25 to my 15-year-old self. I still mentally feel like I'm 15, but that's the case with everyone, I guess. After a certain point of time, you just stop growing mentally, but it's just your age that is growing. That's why they say age is just a number, right? So for 2024, I hope there's new things that I try on, get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I want to rekindle old friendships that I've lost maybe, and also make new friendships and memories, and just have a year which I can look back to and say that, you know what, I'm satisfied with this year. No matter good or bad, but I'm satisfied because I tried. Because apparently this is supposed to be the peak youth. I just can't believe this is peak youth. But yeah, I think I've got to make it. I can't just sit around and expect that things will happen to me. So that's something I hope 2024 will do for me. I also want to be more sure of myself, more confident next year, and not be too hard on myself, because the kind of person I am, I procrastinate a lot, but I also strive for perfection, which is a very deadly combination, because that's a setup for you to feel very inadequate, and that's not a good feeling to have. So I just want to keep myself motivated, and at the same time tell myself that I am trying my best. There's no need to be too harsh, and just embrace whatever is coming my way, be it good, be it bad. That's life. It's never great for everyone. And for everyone who also has big hopes and dreams for 2024, I wish you all the best and sending you the warmest hugs. And yeah, this is the last vlog of this year, although I started vlogging 3 weeks ago only. But I cannot believe that the next time I see you, it will be 2024. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a very happy new year. And see you guys in 2024. Bye.